Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. You are great, but no, I'm like, no, Kelly, no, like, don't. It's either you need something or you don't. Okay, let's carry on. During the 2 years, I gained a whole 35 kg. I've never been as big as I am at this point. Okay, and right now I've lost 7 kg. I'm not going to be putting on lashes. I'm just doing a simple everyday makeup for myself, and I haven't even been putting on makeup in a while because I work remotely. Okay, I work remotely, and I have been working remotely for it's going to be 3 years now. You know what, I was thinking of putting on, that's my daughter, and she comes in again. Okay, she came in to ask if we can let her bird out the cage. Yesterday, actually, we started a thing with trying to get her familiar with her bird and get the bird familiar with her. So the idea is just to let the bird out the cage so that the bird can fly around the house freely. We don't let the bird fly around the whole house, just in the bedroom only. Yeah, for like 15 minutes, and then we put the bird back in the cage. Yeah, so that's the thing. We have lovebirds. Well, she has lovebirds, but unfortunately the other one escaped. Yes, they can actually learn tricks. The other one is Blue. The one that's left now is called Mango. So those are the names, and she named the birds. Okay, let's proceed. I haven't done makeup in a long time. What I am going to do is just do something practical for me and take it from there. I haven't done makeup, like, I used to do makeup on a regular being like daily basis, until I started working remotely. And then when I started working remotely, things changed basically. I felt like I didn't have to dress up and show up. Okay, and I think that was the biggest mistake that I did. That mentality of the fact that you think when you are dressing up and you're looking good, you're doing it for other people. Because the minute I was at my own place and I didn't have to look good, then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Let me just be myself and relax. You know, relax. In the beginning it actually feels good when you let go, you know, and you don't even know, would see how much pressure dressing up on a regular basis and looking good, because I was the type of girl to put on my makeup, you know, on a daily basis. I put on my makeup when I was going to work, and I made sure I looked good. Okay, that was just me. I just naturally, not because I felt like I had to, naturally presented the best part of me when I was stepping out. It doesn't matter where I was going to. That's just what I learned from a young age. Even if I was going to the shop, like, we have shops which are 5 minutes from home. If I had to go to the shops, I would be looking good. Okay, you will not catch me looking otherwise. But when I started working from home or working remotely, I didn't keep up anymore. Okay, I just gave in. I got too relaxed. I let myself go, and I didn't care. You know, I didn't care really. I let go of all the inhibitions, and you know, that part of me that wanted to look my best at all times. Because let me tell you something, at one time you do feel like there is some sort of pressure that you feel on you, because you feel like you have to, you know, I can't let people catch me looking otherwise. I need to always look my best, as if people are worried about you, because they're not. As if people are thinking about you in that manner. People have problems out there, and nobody is going to be following after you and worried about you looking good. But at the same time, I am going to tell you that if I went out and I didn't have my makeup as I usually did, people look at me and say, are you tired? you look tired. But I'm not tired. Like, if you saw my under eyes before I started putting the foundation on, you would have realized that my under eyes are a bit dark. So I didn't like that, you know, people asking me if I was tired. But when I had my makeup on, nobody asked me that. So I just made sure that I always had my makeup on at all times. Yeah, but it does feel like it gets to be a bit of pressure. And in this 2 years, going for 3, that I have been working remotely, I can say that that feeling was lifted from me. I felt liberated, even though it's not good for you to let yourself go, but at the same time I felt liberated, and I felt, you know, like there was nobody there to be like, why are you letting yourself go, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, why are you no longer, you know, putting your best foot forward like you used to. Nobody cared, and I was like, great. I was living in my own little bubble. I was happy, you know. I love my work. And yeah, slowly but surely it starts feeling like that in the beginning, like it's liberating, but you end up losing yourself. In the midst of it all, you lose yourself. Especially if you're anything like me. I'm not seeing clearly. I need to do this off camera. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Okay, so we got the basics there. What else? Let's do the under eye. I'm working off memory here that this is what I used to do. But starting to use makeup again means that learning all over again how to apply it. I am learning all over again how to apply makeup. Okay. So I'm not gonna put it intentionally on my forehead. So what was I talking about earlier? I'm trying to think. Can't really recall. But the fact that I was working remotely and I let myself go just during the natural progression was liberating in the beginning, and then I wouldn't say things started going wrong, but I adopted a really bad habit, and that habit is an eating habit. I was staying at home. I had more disposable income. I ate more. Let me just put it that way. I bought whatever I wanted. If I wanted to eat whatever, like order from any restaurant, I could order from there and have the food delivered, and I would enjoy my meal. You know, I treated myself good. I'm not gonna lie. I still treat myself good, but I'm just at this point in my life, I watch what I eat. I'm more intentional. I'm more disciplined in the way that I do things. And this is not the best lens, by the way. I can tell when I look at the side screen. It's not as good as my 55 mm lens, but it does the job, especially for the limited space that I have. My room is really tiny, so I don't have enough space, and for you to use that great and amazing 55 mm lens, you need at least like a distance of 1 meter to 1.5 away from you. The camera has to basically be 1 meter 1.5 away from you. Yeah, and I don't have the privilege of that, so if the image doesn't look great, I apologize for that in advance. I know that previously I used to use a 55 mm lens. Yeah, but this is not about the makeup. It is about us bonding and reconnecting at this point. And the biggest thing I'm hoping you'll notice is that in this video I'm actually talking, because in the previous video I didn't have a good camera, so I couldn't interact with you guys. I couldn't talk. Yeah, I couldn't tell you about my day. I couldn't tell you what I was thinking. Nothing. I just did my video, did my hair, and I posted the video with some music background onto YouTube, and that was that. I'm hoping at this point, since we can actually talk together and bond, that we're gonna have much better interactions. So let us go on with this. I am not one to be giving you makeup advice, by the way. So in me just doing whatever, this is also going to teach you the importance of discipline, that you need discipline in all areas of your life. It's very important to be a disciplined individual, even as an adult, because you think once you become an adult you don't, you know everything. So that's what I also got to learn during that process and that time in my life, where I was just, doing anything and everything that I felt like doing, because life was good. I'm thankful to God for that. But I needed to adjust within that phase of my life and do better for me in particular, not anybody else, but just for me. I needed to treat myself with care and love and attention, and right now I can say that I am doing exactly that. That was from 2023. This year, now it is 2026 January. Today it is the 6th, I believe. It's Friday. Oh no, it's February, sorry. Okay, I had to check the date. It is the 6th of February 2026. So yeah, it's been quite some time. It's also been a learning curve for me. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this point, but I'm saying I've learned and I've grown, and I'm ready to live a disciplined life with accountability. Not that I wasn't before, but in this aspect, in this phase of my life. And I think I'm going to be able to understand the different phases that I come across in future as well, so that I don't see myself when faced with new territory spiraling out of control. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave this, and then I always love to just make sure that there's no distinct mark here. My kids keep coming in and out of the room, and I'm losing my train of thought. I have two kids. My son is 18 and my daughter is 10. She's doing grade 5 this year. Okay, I was going on to the rest of my face, starting with my contour. Where is my brush? Is it this one? I need to update my makeup set. I think I got these like when I started in 2023. When I started doing makeup is when I got these. So I haven't updated because I haven't been using it, I haven't updated this since 2023, which is, did I get this in 2023 or before? I can't remember. But it's old now and it's no longer working properly. I need a proper set. I need to actually update my whole makeup kit at this point. Yeah, so anyway, let's do what we need to do. So I got this contour. This is, let me show you contour. It's called the contour palette. I got it from, is it the basket shop, like or A5, but that there's a wholesale Chinese shop at the pavilion. I think that's where I got this from. It's like they sell a whole lot of items like in variations, so yeah, if you know, you know. So that's where I got this from. I love it. I have been using it ever since. I've also had this for years. I haven't updated my makeup. My goodness. So basically, yeah, this is self-explanatory. Yeah, so that period in my life taught me a lot, guys. I'm not gonna edit, like, I don't feel like I'm gonna edit a few places in this video, but overall I do not want to be editing much from this, because I want it to be raw and to the point. Am I taking the wrong one? I think I am. Yeah, and to the point. So this is my cheekbone, even though you can't see it and all of this. And during that process that I'm talking about, guys, I gained a whole lot of weight. I think I gained 35 kgs during the 2 years. Just to give you an idea, during the 2 years I gained a whole 35 kg. I've never been as big as I am at this point. Okay, and right now I've lost 7 kg because I started on, I don't want to say, okay, weight loss as well, but I just decided to eat better and just be a healthy individual, adopt a healthy lifestyle. That's what I'm doing currently. Okay, so it's not about diets. I'm not sprinting here. I'm not trying to reach a goal quickly. I am changing the way that I see food and the kind of relationship that I have with food. Let me take a smaller brush because it works best. And the kind of relationship that I have with food. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm doing. So how I'm going about that is, as I said before, I'm eating whole foods. I like pickling my vegetables. I love them, love them, love them. I have variations, and this one that I showed you here, it's fermenting. It's spilled. It's fermenting. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it in the fridge soon. I'm just leaving it out to ferment for now, and it's going very well. So I love my fermented veg. Yeah, and I eat my vegetables. I have my vegetables. I like eating more green vegetables than anything, because in hindsight I'm trying to incorporate the Benting diets, because on the Benting diets I've seen people lose weight and look fantastic. No look that tells you that I've lost a lot of weight. So I don't want to look like I've lost weight. I want to just look natural. So my diet is based on, it's fat, protein and fiber. That is my diet. So on my plate when I eat, fat, protein and fiber, that's what you're going to get. I'm not eating your KFCs. I'm off processed food. So I'm trying to be as healthy as I possibly can. And I'll tell you something, I've been doing this. I started on the 8th of January. Okay, this week my mom bought KFC and I had a drumstick. If I tell you the cravings that I had after having just that drumstick alone, I was like, I'm never eating KFC. Not now anyway. Like, it's too early for me, because this is month 2 for me. So it's still very early. It's still month 2. I still need time to adjust to this new diet. Yeah, what I didn't do was set, because I should have set. Yeah, I need time to adjust to the new diet. I cannot be eating bad food at this point, even if it's just a piece of chicken, because I watch the calories. I can't go over a certain number of calories, and even then I don't really police myself and be strict on that. It's a matter of, in a week, did I stick to an acceptable amount of calories, you know? And if I need to adjust the following week, then I'm going to adjust accordingly. But I'm not strict on myself. I'm just learning to eat better and make better food choices. So that is where I am currently. I've always liked and enjoyed food, and been the type of young person and adults that enjoys cooking and being in the kitchen. And yeah, when you get overweight, you tend to lose certain things, and I don't cook as much because I ordered every day. And when I say every day, I don't know why I'm having this, can you see, like a bunching up. And when I say every day, I mean every day. I did not cook. Now I cook, but I did not cook by choice. I made excuses like I need to work, I'm busy, I can't be making food at this point, I need to finish it. And those were excuses, really. I was never that busy. Come on, I was never ever that busy. That was just me making excuses. Yeah. So lifestyle change means cooking more, means cooking each and every meal that I put in my body. And also the fermented veggies, love them. They make things so much easier. Another thing that delayed my start was the fact that I was looking at all these people online doing this fancy recipes and so on, and it was just too much. I couldn't afford buying all of those ingredients and making that many variations of food. So I wanted to keep it simple. So for me, making fermented veggies, adding my protein and making sure I have enough fat. And there's fat doesn't just mean fat from meat. There's variations of fat. You can get it from your fruits, you can get it from your vegetables, your nuts, your avocados, as well as your meat. Yeah, so as long as I have those things on my plate, I am good. Nothing processed. And another thing that helps me a lot is fasting. Okay, so I fast. I have a fasting and then eating window. That is an amazing breakthrough for me. It helped me defeat the inflammation, because when you eat just about anything, your body is like suffering from inflammation in a way you'll never understand until you really change the way you eat. And then you are like, oh my goodness, I feel so amazing, I feel so. Another thing, I had so many vitamins. I was living on vitamins, literally. If I could show you, I'm probably gonna do a b-roll and show you the amount of vitamins I've been taking, because I felt I needed them. My body was not at its best, so I needed the extra support, of which at this point I don't need all of that. Oh, what am I doing? I don't take those vitamins anymore, and I feel great because I got rid of the inflammation, and my body kind of like self-adjusted. And I'm still in the process of, you know, improving internally, but I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Still early days, but I'm feeling great, let me tell you that much. Okay, and please don't tell me nothing about my makeup. Okay, early days, we're gonna get there. We are going to get there. Yeah, so I'm putting on my powder. Yeah, so inflammation went down within the first 3 weeks, I'd say. Within the first 3 weeks, I could feel the difference. Even now, I haven't really gone down in the weight, but I feel the difference. Like, I had a terrible backache as of December. I was doing an activity of which I hardly ever do, and I had to wash something over the bathtub. Those of you who know, I had to wash the insides of a sheep in a bucket, and so I had to bend a lot, and I've had that pain up until January. Imagine, only because I started the the healthy eating that I did the pain disappear. If I didn't start and change my lifestyle, like, my body would have just kept on having this complication and the next, and it would have just been a spiral that never ends. Understand? Yeah. So me making this change has done a lot for me. Okay, so that's why I feel like you see, everything is falling apart. I'm going to be adopting what I've started doing, and it's something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life at this point, because the results are amazing. I can feel the change within my body, and that is exactly the kind of feeling I want. You're sharp, no more fog, no cloudedness, no feeling tired, no not wanting to engage in activities because you know that your body can't handle it. So the life that I'm taking now is, for me, the best thing that I've ever done for myself. I've only lost 7 kg, but I promise you it is not about that for me at this point. It is so not about that. It is about my health and my mobility. Oh, and I also suffer from erythema nodosum, if you know. It reacts a lot. I'm not really educated much on this. I just know that when I gain weight, it gets worse. There's a lot of effect that comes from the body being inflamed. You get flare-ups from time to time that you need to deal with. There's no cure for it, so you need to learn to manage it, and part of the process of managing it is you controlling your weight. And I will tell you that I've lost weight previously in the past, but nothing compares to me eating the right kind of food and working on my body from the inside out. I've gone to gym. All my life, gym was the only thing I knew that worked when it came to weight loss. Only gym, okay, until now. So I'm only starting to diet at this point, and I'm not restricting. I say this again and again, I don't restrict my food. I don't starve myself. I eat as much as I want. It's just that I understand at this point what my body requires, and that is the fat, the fiber, and the protein. And you don't get hungry, you get satiated, you get full all day, you don't get hungry. Okay, I've been dabbing this on for way too long at this point. So yeah, you don't get hungry, and that is why I love this. And your body just responds well. You feel happy, you feel amazing. Okay, the results are going to show over time. I want to do a series where I document this journey that I'm on from month to month, but knowing me, I don't stick to things very well. So if I do stick to it, that would be great. Yeah, so let me at this point do my under eye. I just like using this powder because it kind of gives me a nice finish. I don't know if it's visible on camera if you compare this side to that side, but it kind of gives me a nice finish. One thing I haven't figured out is my body reacting at this point because I eat clean. You see this pimple? I've been having a few pimples and it only started now. This is the first week of Feb. First week of Feb. I would also say it's the 4th week. Am I wrong? Yes, I am wrong. It is the 4th week because I started on the 8th. It's the 4th week, right? But somebody said that January has 5 weeks. I don't know. Maybe it does. And in the beginning, if we all know, you lose a lot of body weight. So that is why I lost a whole 7 kg. Because in the beginning, you lose a lot of water weight. Your body goes down and inflammation goes down. You just feel good. You just feel good. You know, I think also I'm looking at my makeup on the camera and I'm like, it's not showing. I'm used to doing light makeup, not heavy camera worthy makeup. So that is something I definitely need to learn over time. Everything takes time. Where's my, yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm not gonna put any lashes. I don't have any to even be. I do have like a set that I liked. It is nice. It's mink, but it is too large. Like it's gonna be like this, and I don't want that. I want something that shows on camera. But it's because there's a difference between the lashes on camera and the lashes, you know, that you wear in person. When you're on camera, you want the bigger lashes, not huge like the ones I have, but you want the bigger lashes. Yeah, but some things I'm going to accumulate as I go. So let's do, yeah, let me do that off camera. You know, before I even go and do the eyeliner, it is things like this. I just got a message. Are you gonna see anything private? Yeah, I just got a message. You know those promotional messages that you get from your steers, your debonaires, your whatnot, when they tell you they have specials, they have discounts. Oh my god, I used to love those. I was like, I am saving. Like, it doesn't even have to be this franchises. Even if it's groceries, I will be there. Even if it's cleaning products, if it's a saving, I was crazy. But now I'm like, no, Kelly, no, like, don't. It's either you need something or you don't. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so that's me done. There's nothing amazing that I do on my lip. Okay, that's just about it. And that is basically what has been happening in my life over, you know, I don't know if I should say the short period or long. It felt quite short, so I think we can say it's a short period, although it was long.